Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's video is going to be a celebrity tarot card reading about Mr. Diddy, Mr. Sean Combs, Mr. Honeycombs, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him, because I definitely seen those allegations while I was on my little break or whatever, and I was like, oh hell no, I definitely have to see, I have to see what's going on with that. Okay, before we get started, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. You know, really boosts my algorithm, gets other people noticing me on the news feed, you know, because people need to know this information. Absolutely. So let's dive into it. I had tried to record this reading previously, and I'm so glad that I had looked on my phone to see that like it wasn't recording properly, because I almost went into like a full detail basically with the sound and the audio being messed up, so thank God. But I'm kind of getting like a feeling like this kind of like reminds me of what I was talking about in that previous reading that I was just doing. Like, Diddy is a very controlling person. I feel like the reason why he has gotten to where he has gotten as a person, like alone, it's because of what he's done. And I really have this feeling, you guys, that he has a lot of enemies because what he has done to get to where he wanted to be, it involved excuse my language, but it involved fucking a lot of other people over. And that's what I'm seeing here now. As far as like what's coming towards him and how he's feeling very betrayed right now. And I also get like this very egotistical defensive energy from him, like this I can do what I want to do kind of energy. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, he feels like people are coming at him, but soon they will be they'll be dealt with. We're gonna go into his energy a little bit, but I just wanted to really see what was coming from him. But so, like I said, you guys, he has created a lot of enemies, and I feel like with this world card here, I feel like this is representing Cassie. I'm getting Leo, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. So I don't know if she's any of those signs, but that's what I'm picking up on for her energy. A lot of people were inspired by what she did, and it actually gave people the green light to go ahead and tell their own story about Diddy. So I actually feel like what's coming for him, you guys, is that more people are going to be coming for him for money and stuff like that. Like, we have definitely seen people come out. There's been more women that have come out. There's been more people that have been trying to sue him, and I feel like that hate train is going to continue, because I feel like it's almost like they're all kind of simultaneously like sticking together. I even see that some of these people might be mutuals, so they're planning. Like, I see like people conspiring. Like, that's what I feel like I see people who are conspiring against this man, and they're coming for their money and they're coming for their reputation. Some of this stuff, you guys, may even happen behind closed doors, because some of these people do not want to reveal like what he did. Like, yeah, I feel like for some people they're a little embarrassed, you guys. So some of the victims are not going to be coming forth in social media, but trust me, they are going to be making allegations and claims against him. Tell me more, Spirit, about what is coming for Diddy and how he's feeling right now. I do feel like a lot of this, you guys, is money motivated. So we have the 7 of Wands here. This confirms what I was saying about him being defensive. He feels like it's him against the world. But what I'm also feeling like, you guys, is that he feels like it's always been him against the world. And what I'm trying to get at with that is that he feels like this is just another obstacle. So I feel like even with all the allegations and things that have come out, I still feel like, you guys, he's not shook just yet. Okay, he feels like this is just like another hiccup. These things will be dealt with. And I feel like this delusional energy when I said that, because I feel like it's not like he genuinely believes that. I feel like he's not paying attention to what is being said about him and how much people are coming for him. And I also don't think that he expects that the certain people that are coming for him are going to come for him. So it's almost like he's kind of in denial and the worst has yet to come. And also what I'm seeing with the World card here is, you guys, like, what I'm seeing with the World card is, going back to that real quick before we get into this Four of Swords, I'm seeing that whatever has been, that Diddy has been doing, okay, because what I'm hearing is that it's more than what was just in Cassie's contract, okay? So I feel like it was more than that. Whatever he's been doing, it has been happening for years. I'm hearing at least a decade, at least 10 years, this man has been doing what he has been doing. And so I feel like it is energetically time for that to come to a close. I feel like he's very, very aloof right now with this Four of Swords. We have the Hangman in reverse. This man is in denial. We even have the Tower card right here. This man is literally in denial about what he's facing. I feel like he doesn't want to face it. He wants to believe, because for all this time, things usually get dealt with. You know what I mean? It's almost like he can't believe that for once he's not in power and doesn't have the upper hand. So because of that, he just hasn't taken into consideration what's really going on. I see that he may even be out enjoying himself. Like, he may be traveling right now, or he may still just be doing him, like doing interviews, like just still appearing on the internet. It's almost like he's still living his day-to-day as if everything is fine. He's not preparing for financial burden. He's not preparing, like, he's not doing anything. Like, I feel like he expects all these situations to soon cease themselves. And I also feel like what I'm hearing too is that the money that he has, I feel like this man has a lot of money. He may even have money that we don't know about, that's like not in the US. That's what I'm hearing, like that they can't get to anyways. So I feel like there's like some sneaky behavior here going on. Like, I feel like he has moved money around and stuff like that. And so I feel like he's almost like, it's like he hasn't started panicking just yet, you guys. He sees the allegations, he feels like they're going to go away, and he also feels like, okay, if they don't go away, I'm just going to make up this backup plan and everything is going to be fine. I was going to go into this, but I'm going to just leave that here real quick because I just want to go into my tarot, because I feel like I can see really deeply with my tarot. So yeah, it's almost like he hasn't dealt with the situation. But with the Tower card here, I feel like what Spirit is telling me is that these situations are going to become so big and they're going to become so problematic to the point where it cannot be ignored. I also feel like we're going to start to hear exactly what he has put some of these people through, you know, because I feel like at some point it was a little private, you know, like we did start to hear what was in Cassie's contract. I mean, what was in her, I keep saying contract, what was in her claims. It's starting to come to light, but I also feel like we're going to start to hear the claims of other people. Again, I really do feel like people are scared of this man, and because Cassie came out and did what she did, other people are starting to feel a little bit more courageous. But again, I'm feeling that some of them won't even be feeling safe enough to actually publicize their claims towards him. He's a really dangerous person. That's what I'm getting. I feel like this man is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Now, I also wanted to see how Young Miami feels, because I'm just like, girl, like, first of all, I was like, this man is way too old for you. Like, you're too young and cute to be with this old man. No offense to anybody out there who likes to date older than them and stuff like that, but I just feel like, no. You literally have your first pick of the litter, and that's what you chose, girl. I was already feeling like that from the beginning, but now to see like what's happened over the years, the golden showers and all the things I've heard about them, like, oh no. And now he's coming out as a predator, basically like R. Kelly times 10. Like, what? No. And I just need to see. And honestly, you guys, we gotta stop supporting people that, like, you know, they like they enable this kind of stuff, because no, you know, just no. Like, oh my gosh, if anything, Young Miami is a victim. I feel like she has a lot of thoughts, but she doesn't express them. She's not honest with him. She's not honest with him. Yep. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. She's not honest about how she really feels about this man. And I feel like it has to do with money. again, I feel like this man has really controlled people with how much money. It's almost like he has purposely made people rely on him. So, too many cards, Spirit. So that he can have power over them later on. I'm going to pull this Ten of Swords because I had actually seen it in the last video. So I'm going to pull that. Oh, yes. See, the Hermit card is confirming what I was saying, my thoughts about young Miami. She has a lot of thoughts, you guys. But she doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't argue. I feel like she's this really submissive type of girl. To the point where it's kind of given like Stockholm Syndrome. You know that syndrome you get when somebody kidnap you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like put out allegations out there. This is just what it feels like. Because with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Hermit and the Ten of Swords, this lets me know that she doesn't like what's going on. She's not completely happy with what's going on. And I also feel like whatever their relationship dynamic is not something that she's very favorable of. But with the Eight of Pentacles here, this is telling me, especially next to the Ace of Cups, this is telling me that she's shutting up. She's shutting up about it, and it's for money. Their relationship is more so like a business pleasure relationship than it is an actual connection. They are everything besides love. They might be friendship, they might be business and lust and sex and other things like that, but I really don't even see any love here. I see betrayal, I see isolation, and I see money. I feel like they don't even really what I'm hearing is that they don't even really talk as much anymore, or they're not as close as what people think. Okay, and I feel like young Miami has tried to somewhat distance herself from him, at least publicly. Heavy on at least publicly, because I still feel like she's intertwined with him behind closed doors. Now, do I mean that she's literally not repping him in public? No. I just mean that she don't talk about him all the time. We might not see her with him all the time. You know what I mean? It's almost like she's distanced herself a little bit. But I feel like they are very much working together behind the scenes. And I feel like it's almost like there's something on the table. Spirit, why is she not speaking her truth? She's not... Okay, we have the Three of Cups, and then we have Justice here. Okay. So first I want to say this. I feel like young Miami has a very survival kind of mindset. I feel like she has worked very hard to get to where she wants to be. But you know, at the same time, how like even when you get the riches, even when you get what you want, you still feel this need to kind of like overexhaust yourself or work super hard, or you know, like being a workaholic or whatever. So I feel like that's kind of her energy, and I really do think that she gets a lot of money from Diddy. Okay, I don't know what he does for her. I don't know if he like pays her bills or something like that, or bought her a house. I don't know, but I feel like he really does support her, and I mean like in big ticket item ways. I don't mean like he bought her a Birkin bag. I mean like I feel like he's paying bills or helping her really to do like, I even heard private school this for her son. I don't know if that's like, I don't know, I just heard that, but I heard private school for her son. Like I feel like there's just like a lot involved here as far as like how involved he is in her life. And so I feel like even though she doesn't like what's going on, I don't think that she feels like it would benefit her to stop messing with him. I also think that like part of her may even just be may just feel like no one is going to like it's not her injustice that she did, you know what I mean? So she feels like which I think is a really careless attitude to have, but it's not her injustice. You know, the situation doesn't have anything to do with her. I feel like he just she kind of looks at him as an individual, and she's kind of an individual too, but they kind of like benefit each other. Like, you know what I mean? It's a very beneficial kind of relationship. I also feel like he may even help her, like connection wise or with music, because I'm seeing two women here, and then I'm seeing a man in the middle, and that kind of reminds me of her and JT and Diddy. So he may even be like helping with the music or whatever. I just feel like there's a lot intertwined in their relationship. Their relationship is complicated business wise, and it almost seems like he just has enough over her to the point where she, you know, that's why she hasn't left yet, and she feels like these are not her allegations, these are not, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with her, so it shouldn't stop her bag. But at the same time, I do see that she does not agree with what's going on and what's happening. I also think that for a little bit, you guys, like, I do think that she might be a little intimidated or scared by him as well. Like, with the justice card in reverse, I kind of feel like she feels like she may not receive her own justice. She may receive, like, if I leave this guy, he may do A, B, and C, or if I leave him, because I get this energy, and I'm pretty sure I brought this up in the previous reading that I did with him in Young Miami. He's a very controlling man, like very, very controlling, anger problems to the most. And honestly, we've heard that about him, like in the tabloids and on TikTok and everything. Like, there's been a lot of stuff and witnesses coming out saying that he has anger problems, like especially when he was with Cassie. So I feel like that is like a factor here. She is afraid of what might happen if she completely stops messing with Diddy. Okay. And I feel like before we wrap this reading up, last but not least, I really want to see, you know, just some tea messages. And I also want to see why Cassie settled. Because if she was willing to come out, and we know who, and we already know that she's the one who put out the allegations about him. It's not like she's really saving us from anything. Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera. Adjust. All right, cool. Adjust. Thank you. Yeah, but we already know it was you. We already know it was your name. You said what he did to you, so why did you stop? Like, why not go to trial? You know what I mean? So I just want to see, Spirit. I'm hearing that it was easier this way. It was easier this way for her. Her emotional state was really damaged and wrecked by this man, you guys. And I almost feel like the message that I'm getting is that she didn't have the emotional strength to go through a trial in front of everyone. I don't think that it had anything to... I feel like she wanted her vengeance, and I think that she knew that the claims would come out. I don't know if they were leaked or if someone like purposely put them out there, but I feel like she knew that they were going to come out, and she knew that people were going to find out about this man sooner or later just from what she did. I also feel like, you guys, it was really hard for her to come out and display this information because of, again, the intimidation of Diddy. That was also a big decision, but I just think that it wasn't that hard of a decision to make, even though it was a big decision to make, because I do feel like her anger and her vengeance really overpowered that. And I really think that too, there's a man in this situation. Does Cassie have a boyfriend or something? Because I feel like the man in her life, or there's some kind of masculine in her life that really made her feel like, I have your back and this man can't hurt you. You know, we can be like, you know, we can do this together. Because I feel like there was somebody that made her feel uplifted enough. Like, she didn't do this by herself, you guys. There was someone else or other people around her that really gave her that strength. And I'm also even seeing, you guys, like, no tea, no shade to Cassie, but I also feel like her money was running out, or she wasn't making as much money as she once was. And that's true, we don't really see her anymore, so one could only imagine how much money she's really making. So I feel like, she kind of conspired this a little bit. Now, I don't mean like she conspired it in a manipulative way to the point where she's lying, but it's almost like she used it to her advantage. She waited until she was ready enough, because I feel like for a long time she did not want to release this information or do this because she was embarrassed, which is why, again, I feel like she does not have the emotional strength to get up on a court stand and say everything that happened to her. But I feel like at the same time she is ready now, and so she was like, okay, I feel like I have to do something. I'm having a hard time in my life now, and this man destroyed it. I'm also hearing that I feel like like Diddy has something to do with her not being as popular in the music industry anymore. Like, I feel like he may have blackballed her, or certain people don't work with her anymore because of him. So I feel like this also created motive to go after him, especially for money, because he's the one that stopped her work. I really feel like this took a lot of strength, and it took a lot of faith. Yeah, so we have the 10 of Wands, and we have it in reverse. She really did not want to go through that energy of having to go through all of this emotional stress again, having to deal with paparazzi, having to deal with the I'm hearing like specifically like the tabloids, like the paparazzi. That's what I'm hearing specifically. I feel like it was really important to her that even when this information was released, that she was already like put up somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, this was very, very intentional, you guys. So I feel like the reason why she did not go to court was for that reason, or that's the reason why she didn't push it much further. It wasn't really like, oh, just all about money, but it was more so like, I want the money and I want to protect myself. She didn't want to deal with the backlash and people like Diddy's crew or whoever that like may try to do something to her for bringing it to court. So last but not least, Spirit, what is to come for Diddy? Let's ask that question one more time. What is to come? We have clout hungry. I feel like we're definitely going to see Diddy coming online trying to reason with what he's doing, or trying to get us on his side. We have creativity, steals your idea, copies your work, duplicates and feeds off of you. Running, see? Remember how I told you guys that I think that he's traveling, or that he's living his day-to-day life and still doing everything like how he normally is? Yes. What is to come from Mr. Diddy? Obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, karmic relationship, and unfazed. So again, like I was saying, he is very, very, very much in denial about what is happening right now, and I feel like this is going to lead to his downfall. Him not preparing and him not being realistic about where he's at right now is going to be the reason why in the end it crumbles down so hard, because he did not prepare for this at all. I also feel like corporations, businesses, people in the industry, entertainment, music, they are no longer going to want to work with this man because of the public backlash that he is getting from everyone. And so as a result, this is going to stop his bag. Okay, so I definitely see a decline in finances, especially because I do feel like with this running card on top of the unfazed card, he is still continuing to live his day-to-day life, travel, and do these big things as if the money is still coming in how it used to. So then we have obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic under creativity. So I feel like people are definitely going to be coming out about him stealing their art, or stealing their ideas, or stealing their music. I definitely have heard about him stealing people's royalties, but I feel like there's like a lot more. I'm hearing like a trademark as well. Somebody might be coming after him for a trademark. Like, there's more that he stole and took from everyone else. I'm hearing that his whole everything that he built himself on is basically lies, and we're gonna see him come out on the internet, you guys, and sit here and try to, I feel like, say I heard Jesus. Like, I feel like he may even use God, religion, things like that against us to try to get him on his side. And he's just using this so that we can fix his image, like how we see him, because he wants the money to come back in. We're really gonna see that, you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really did, because Diddy is a predator, and I always felt like he was Bati. If you know, you know. And I don't know, I always felt like he was Bati on the low, but yet he's always making jokes and doing weird things on the internet, harassing people sexually, pissing on women, just doing a lot of things, being a deal. Like, I don't know. I always knew he was a predator. I always felt like he had something to do with Biggie and Tupac's death, and I'm not surprised that everybody is coming for him. So I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know you guys' opinions in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.